Welcome to the Goof and Goober Show. You decide who's the goof and who's the goober. Join Matthew and Regan as they talk all things from their own personal life questions to reviews on movies and TV shows. Now, your hosts, Regan and Matthew.
Yo, 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 yo. What is up, ladies and gentlemen of the Goof and Goober Show? It's your boy, Matt. Matt Leathers, whatever, however you pronounce it. Back to you again with episode 15 of the Goof and Goober podcast. We are halfway to 30, and we're only 5 away from 20.
Jeez.
We are. That would make us. That would literally make us. When we get to 20, we're 20% to 100. Did you know that? And when we get to 30, we're gonna be 30%. Oh my gosh.
What the heck?
Today, we've got a very fun-filled show. We're going to talk some Star Wars Mandalorian. We had a pretty good pre-show, by the way, as well. So if you guys check us out on Twitch, on our live stream, 8 o'clock every single Monday for the foreseeable future, we have a pre-show. And we talk about a lot of fun stuff. Today, we talked about some biblical stuff, some Bible stuff, some arguments that we had, different beliefs and ideas,
Different
but common
perspectives.
goal, different perspectives. So yeah, next time check it out. I'm joined here today with my boy Regan again. Regan,
Yeah.
today has been a day that we've been looking forward to for a really, really long time. Precisely 7 days from the last episode we filmed.
Right, because we were supposed to do this last episode, but we got carried away. We were just having too much fun last episode.
We really did have like a little bit too much fun.
I think that was like one of my favorite episodes. So I guess maybe one of my actually favorite episodes was with guest star Max Moser from the Infinity Bros. Shout out to the Infinity Bros.
Yes, shout out to our boys. Couple things on the agenda for today. Big shout out to WoW Esports, aka my little brother, for hopping in on the pre-show here
And
on Twitch.
we did have somebody on
And-
YouTube, Lewis got 13 with some great commenting. He's got a good question for us, and
Okay.
I don't know
Okay,
if
there's
you-
a lot of stuff in there, I guess.
there's a lot of questions. Yeah,
There's a lot of questions. We will address those in
or
the
maybe
show
it's
potentially.
Lewis got.
Lewis Gott. That's what it is. Lewis Gott. Gott. That's a name. I don't know who he is, but thank you and welcome to the show. A couple things on the agenda for today. And as we go through this next week, this next podcast, we are going to have a special guest. It's going to be awesome. It is going to be on Super Mario Bros. I think is what it is. I think it's what the actual title's called. It's not Super Mario World, but it's Super Mario Bros. We're going to be talking about that. We're going to be is he going to be here on Monday?
No, we'll have to pre-show it.
So we're going to have to pre-show.
Let's go, Lewis. He's
Thank you,
watching our
Lewis.
show from now on for the rest of his
Wow.
life. That's my
Thank you,
guy.
Lewis. We're going to pre-show it on Sunday at whatever time. We'll announce it on Instagram. If you aren't followed on our Instagram, you guys got to dippy in. Go to our Instagram, the Goof and Goober Show, _ after each word. You could also do that on Facebook, Twitter. You could do that on Twitch, YouTube, all of it, wherever you're at. Go ahead and give us a follow. We are doing a giveaway. When we hit 100 followers on Instagram, we are going to be doing a giveaway. We are like 30 followers away from 100. So go ahead, follow it. It will be doing a giveaway for some Funko Pops, some action figures, just a couple different things that
Yeah, we got inventory, guys. We got inventory to
we've got
give
inventory.
out that we're just dying
We've
to
been
give out.
dying to
right
give
now.
out. It's
If you go on our Instagram page, it's if you.
I'm actually really tired of having it on my in my house.
It's you can see it right at our first post is the giveaways that we want to give to you for all the hard work you guys have been through the thick and
sticking
thin,
with
you know?
us. Sticking with us. The
Sticking
first
through,
100
man.
followers.
100 followers, man. Where
Regan,
can they follow us? Oh, sorry.
Do you prefer heads or tails? By the way,
Oh, definitely heads.
you're definitely a heads guy.
Yeah, 100% heads. Love heads.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Oh gosh.
Okay,
What is
you
going on?
really prefer heads or tails?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
100%.
Fabulous. What I'd like for you to do is quickly, in like 10 seconds, is I want you to go get a prop of some sort. And really quickly, something, just a bunch of guys being dudes, dudes being guys. What's the best shape? Circle. 100%. Yes, sir. I want you to get something long, and something round. I want you to go grab some props really quick. For those of you who don't
Wait,
know,
I
we
gotta
like to
get
do
something. One object or two objects?
one object that's long and round.
Okay, I've got it.
Okay. You have it with you already?
Yeah.
Okay. Fabulous. Facts. Okay. So for those of you who don't know, we like to do a little we like to have a little funsies on here before we jump into talking about what we talk about. So Regan, what I'd like for you to do is I would like for you to actually, oh man. Okay, never mind. We'll just go with it. Is I would like for you to take whatever object that you have
Okay.
and tell us a factual thing that you would use it for. And then I would like for you to make, say, a made up thing that you would use for that object. So, like, for an example, this water bottle. If you combine this water bottle with this mug, George Lucas is actually Jerry Seinfeld. He let himself go. I want you to use that product to explain a specific situation where you would use this product in space, for an example, or in the jungle. How would you use this product outside of its normal functional use? So instead of it being a water bottle, I could use this as a cup or a spoon. Okay? And here, there will be a reason why I'm asking this. Go ahead. Show us what you got. What do you got?
Okay, here we go.
Show us what you got.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. You guys are too kind. Thank you.
Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous.
Hey, all right. Thank you. You. It's you. Oh, yes.
Everybody in the bag.
Yes. Thank you guys so much, guys. You have been such a great support to me in this business, and you guys deserve all the credit. You guys, not me, you guys. I want to thank you so much again for having me and preparing me for this great little presentation I gave you guys. I'm here for you guys. Guys, I'm here. We've made this. Okay, you guys have all been here. We've been here for my little flask water bottle. But a lot of you guys don't know a lot of the cool things that my flask does. I'm sorry. I ate a lot right before this, so I might need to step away from the mic because it's a little bubbly. You know what I mean? Everyone laugh. Thank you. Oh, guys. Yeah. Yes. But there's a lot of key things that happens with this flask. Okay, a lot of people don't think that this is just a normal water bottle flask. I take this to class and I drink some. Oh gosh. Sorry guys. Sorry. Anyways, this flask, there's a lot of multi-tools in this that we created for you guys specifically that you might not even know about. This handle, you might think, oh, I use it to carry things and I'll carry it around and whatnot. No, it's a battering ram. This thing is not, this is a weapon. We specifically designed this for ergodynamic, wind-resistant, philanthropic,
Weathery,
weatheritic,
weaponry,
fiber optic, southernetic, synthetic, polyester, quantum leap flask, and you can hit people with it. If you're not really having a good day, you can make your day a little bit better. You know what I mean? So, guys, thank you so much for having me. You guys have been a great crowd, and I appreciate you all yet again. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm coming back up. Okay, so another cool thing about this, guys. Okay, I'm gonna tell you another cool thing about this flask. Okay, that you probably didn't know that you could use this flask for. Okay. Okay, calm it down. Calm it down.
Richard.
Thank you. Guys, this flask is also one of our food container flasks that you can literally, that's why we have this little guy here to suck up the pre-made. You can buy this on our website, www.flask-philopoderitic, it's a tongue twister, flask-philopoderic fun games .com.org.edu, and you guys can get this at a low price of $69.99, and it is one of the greatest investments of your guys' life. And you can also buy the pre-made food that you can put in here, and you take this to go eat on the go, and the food's going to be $79.99. And that's just for one container, one bag. You put that in there and take that. Get that bag going. Go. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much yet again. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I am so proud of you, guys. Last round of applause for Regan here. We want to just thank him for coming out today.
Yep.
Thank you for giving your pitch.
Yep.
I was trying to figure out what were you asking for? Were you asking for were you looking for capital to the building, or were you just trying to sell?
I mean, ours is just a
or...
normal, like a little TED talk that I usually, like how Apple has their little intro, like how to use their iPhone. That's kind of how I use my flask. So, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, okay, good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for watching Regan. Enjoy the Funtastics, and having some fun prior to us talking. Anyway, we are gonna jump into the Mandalorian.
Oh boy,
season 3. We are behind on like 4 or 5 episodes on the podcast. But Regan and I have agreed that a few of them just weren't good enough for us to really talk about.
Debatable. I mean,
And
okay, go ahead.
so they weren't. We all know that some of them were fillers, some of them were okay.
Oh gosh.
But we're just gonna jump into the most recent episode 7. Okay.
Okay.
Quick little synopsis here. If you haven't seen the Mandalorian, if you haven't seen the new episode, this is your spoiler warning right now. By the way, we do not want you to be spoiled unless you want to be spoiled.
Mhm.
So there's your spoiler warning. Okay,
Spoiler.
Oh, a spoiler. There's a spoiler on the screen. Spoiler.
Spoiler.
Big spoilers.
Mhm.
Spoiler warning. We're gonna jump into a little bit of a synopsis here for episode 7. Regan, what was your thoughts on episode 7, by the way, before we jump into that?
You mean chapter 23?
Episode 7, season 3. Yeah, that one.
Okay. Yeah. This one was a good move. I feel like this has been something that has been in the making for the past few seasons with the Mandalorians and the Mandalorians and the two separate tribes that they have. And I mean, the build up to this pinnacle point of the Mandalorians is essential. And I loved it. I loved every bit of it. But I'd say I think over this whole season 3, my favorite episode would be probably episode 5. Right off the get go. And I'm sorry, I'm probably coming in here hot with my own knowledge of what I thought about this, but I needed to say it because we haven't been able to talk about the Mandalorian for like the past 4 weeks now. And
that is a big hot take.
I loved episode 5. It was such a great like the pirates, the love I had. Oh, we already gave the spoiler, so I can. I've been trying to.
You could talk about it. Yeah, go ahead.
A little tiptoed around everything. I loved how that the Mandalorians set this up with like season or episode 2 and 1, and with the pirates and getting back to them, and the Mandalorians just coming in and fighting, and I love that. That being said, I do love episode 7 here because you get a lot of the action. This is the action we've been wanting. It's been the action that we've been deserving. But it's like, what do we do now that the Mandalorian is now captured by the Empire, the New Republic? I mean, no, the Empire, not the New Republic. And what is going to happen now to the Mandalorian and the Mandalorians as they search for their planet, their home?
Mm-hmm.
It's got me questioning and really looking forward to episode 8 or chapter 24 if you're more of a chapter person like myself. But like this is just good Star Wars. Good Star Wars, good music. Like, I don't know about you guys. So one of the things I also like really look forward to in a good show, good TV series, good movie, the music. And that's something that we haven't had a whole lot of in not like a good music like show. You know what I mean? Like, think of the Avatar The Last Airbender music. That stuff is magical. Think of the Lord of the Rings. And absolute legend. Thank you, Lou is got. And the Lord of the Rings, like the orchestra, they don't do this anymore. And it's just like they need to bring it back to just some great music. And so, yeah, I guess that's my thought. Episode 7. And I would.
Did you really like the music?
The music
Okay.
was great, and it was, it was a tear jerker too, because of that one. What is the Mandalorian name? The guy that basically died. He died
At the end of episode 7.
Yeah,
Oh, I mean, yeah, I don't know if it was tear jerking. I don't agree with that. But
because they build up that character too, and you had like his backstory, and you really cared about him because you knew him. The Mandalorian saved his son, Paz Fizja.
Paz Vizsla.
Vizsla. But like you got to know this guy a lot
Vizsla.
more on a deeper
Paz Vizsla.
level because his son became a Mandalorian. You saw that, which his son's a horrible actor, by the way.
Jon Favreau, showrunner and director,
Plays him.
No way.
I don't.
Jon
believe it.
Favreau plays him.
I don't freaking believe it.
I'm fact checking you right now.
But
I'm
like
gonna fact check you.
that whole part really got me. Like I kind of wanted to cry, but it wasn't like a super like I'm gonna cry.
I'm gonna be I'm gonna be completely upfront with you on it. I thought that death was dumb. Personally,
Really?
I thought that death was really dumb.
He voices him too? No way.
You're a liar. I don't see him on IMDb.
Uh-oh. Hey, Matthew, I believe in Louis Gotts.
Look, I don't know. So
Louis Gott 13 is my guy, and whatever he says is go. So, he's our man. He's our fact checker, and whatever he says is true. So,
there's no way.
The Mandalorian's first season in the book of the Boba Fett, Paz Vizsla was voiced by Jon Favreau. See? He got it right there. He got it right there.
Wow, it is. Wow. All right, you were right. Okay, I'm calling it. Hey, you know what?
I told you. You don't. This guy.
Goof, Goober, and Lou. Wow. I still don't know who this Lou is, but
Lou?
I don't know who he is, but welcome to the show. So Jon Favreau.
Lewis.
Lewis who?
From
One does not speak unless one knows.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Well, personally, I wasn't a huge fan of the death. I thought it was a dumb death.
You did?
I
I
thought
thought
it
it
was
was
a very dumb
heroic.
death.
I thought it was so heroic.
Okay, let me rephrase or change my point here.
Okay.
Is the way he went out, I loved it, right? It was cool to see how he went out. But personally, my thought is you just press the button to close the door. You could have pressed the button and went inside. Like that door didn't shut fast enough for him to not press the button and go inside.
I think in that situation, he had to.
She cut the tiniest of holes.
And
Jon Favreau didn't do that. You're right.
if he didn't shut that door, they would be able to get through that hole that she created, and they would have to go through a whole nother thing. So his thought
but
process,
then he
I think, was
he gets back to his troops.
is that
That road to his outfit and do that. Yeah, maybe not.
But
I don't know.
I don't know.
I
Maybe,
personally
I mean, he
think
could
that it was
probably
just
take
like-
that off. But I mean, still at the same time, then his troops are still coming after him. So him shutting that door basically gave them more time to get away and escape and be able to, get a plan.
Just do the Star Wars thing, man. Just do the Star Wars thing where you go in, you shoot the button, and then all of a sudden it shuts the door. Do the Star Wars thing.
That is
This is
so
Star Wars.
true, man. I didn't even think of that
Come on, man. Like
Man.
it's the Star Wars.
thing. They
No.
just got a new one. She dies.
Sacrifices herself. Oh, I
So
was
you
gonna
think-
talk about Bo-Katan. I feel like she's becoming the lead of the show right now.
They're definitely going to be big.
over
No,
Din Djarin.
Yeah, Din Djarin hasn't had a whole lot of. I think you're right on that.
I feel like
is
he's
that
stepped down as a
he stepped
as the
down
lead
a
of the
little
show.
bit. They haven't really
It's not his story
focused
anymore.
too much on Din Djarin, and that's the point of their announcements. The Wire season 2. Well, I think they're gonna have to make a new series with Bo-Katan, 100%.
Yeah,
But they can't
or they
ruin
just keep.
it.
I mean, the Mandalorian.
It's the Mandalorian, though. It's
Yeah,
not
it's
based
not-
on Din Djarin.
It's not
You're
Din
right.
Djarin. He's just a Mandalorian.
Yeah, I think you gotta. He promises.
I do also think.
So Lou is got 13, and then we have Real Alex Baum saying that season 3 is trash. Matthew, takes on that?
Season 3 so far, I would give it a 3 out of 5. Personally,
Really?
I haven't been the hugest fan of it personally. I thought episode 2. Episode 2 and episode 7 have been the best for me. The best episodes, personally.
Episode 2.
It's
Okay.
not trash. It's personally, I think it's just below average, in my opinion. I think similar to that of the Vader where Luke's father. I have spoken. I just think that, like, for an example, which one did I watch? The one where at the beginning we see what's her name? She was with Moff Gideon. She was one of the workers for him, and then she's in Coruscant, right? You know what episode I'm talking about?
Yeah,
I can't
chapter
remember what
3
episode
or
it is.
episode 3 where it's just
like
it
that.
doesn't.
That one didn't need to be in there personally. And then they showed like it was kind of like a love story between the two, but then it turned out she was actually just trying to get him to.
Yeah, that's episode 3.
Yeah.
Convert.
That was just like that didn't need to be in there personally. Like you didn't have to do that
Yeah.
personally.
I think it gave
I
you
don't know.
more of a backstory to episode 7 though, because it gives you more of a understanding of how Moff Gideon got to where he is now, and
yeah,
why
but I'm just
how
like
he got.
I was
out
watching
of
it at the
basically.
gym, right? And I was like, "Oh, sick! I'm about to watch some Mandalorian, right? And get the Mandalorian feels."
Yeah,
Then I got this, this
whole
story.
thing.
It's like,
I don't think you needed
it's almost
to
like
make
episode
a whole
2
episode.
in The Last of Us.
You didn't need to make a whole episode on the whole thing. I think you could have maybe made like a scene out of it, and be done with it pretty much. But you didn't
Yeah.
even make a whole episode. But I don't. There's a question.
It's like episode 2 of The Last of Us with Bill. I didn't need that.
Episode The Last of Us.
I didn't need it.
I mean, nobody
I didn't need
needed
at all.
that. There's so many things in like TV series that you don't necessarily need, but they just
I just
have
want a
it on
TV
there
show
just
that they give
because
me
they're
everything.
filling gaps. Well, how did you like? This is my thing. I didn't really like episode 6 with. I mean, I love Jack Black. Jack Black's he has my heart ever since. I am from the Mucky Muck. No, what's the band?
That's
he's in?
mine.
No, but yeah,
Tenacious D.
Tenacious D. Ever since Tenacious D, I've been in love with that guy. But they completely ruined it with Lizzo in that, and Lizzo should not be an actor. Just saying, she should stick to some of her music, and that should
The
be
D,
all.
baby. The D. Tenacious D.
But I don't think Lizzo should be an actor. She's horrible.
Oh,
Horrible.
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 And she's kind of ruined the movie. Especially since she's like took over the Baby Yoda, you know?
Yeah.
Like I don't get it's just the baby that flew in her lap and it's just kind of like
Where do you see Star Wars going moving forward, like after this episode?
Well, this
Because
is
I think we have 2 more episodes.
we got one more.
1 more episode.
Yep.
I mean, where do they take it after this episode? Like, do we have another battle with Moff Gideon like we did last season and the season before that?
Like, it's got to be ended here. Bo-Katan has to kill Moff Gideon to show her that she is truly the king of the Mandalorians. Because now that we also in this episode we get these Mandalorians that have been living there and they've kind of been forgotten about. And this is a weird thing that like they have these Mandalorians that have been forgotten about and they've been living there since it's basically the expiration of the Mandalorians and everyone left. And then the Empire comes back and takes over, and these Mandalorians never even saw them or had anything like maybe came across them at once. It's just like I don't know about that, And they have technology there. They got the technology to see things. It's not.
It's true.
But I mean, it was ransacked. I don't know. You think Moff kills Bo?
Moff kills Bo, Din kills Moff.
And then he gets the Darksaber back.
The Darksaber back?
I don't think so. I can't, especially Bo-Katan is now I think
she's an established character. I don't know if they kill her.
They're going to run with and this could go off of what you were saying is that the Mandalorian is now going to be more Bo-Katan. But
I just don't see them. I don't know. I just don't see them killing her off.
Yeah, but and this whole episode, this whole season is based off Bo-Katan, and she sees the creature thingy, the big old creature, whatever it's called, and she's the only one that's seen it, and she's the only one that and she's gonna have to try to tame that, I think, in this next season. But she was a side character. I don't know. I think Moff Gideon is probably gonna die here in this season. 100%.
They better kill him off.
There's no way.
That'd be 3 seasons of him living.
Like 3 seasons. Like last season. Oh yeah, because he's alive. But he didn't. We didn't know about Goth City or whatever. Can't. There's so many names. Goff Gideon when in season 1, did we?
Moff Gideon was in season 1, yeah.
Like at the end? I'm trying to think.
Yes.
I can't.
He was there the entire season.
I don't know about that.
He was. Look up Moff Gideon season 1.
All right, I'm looking it up.
Moff Gideon.
Well, okay, you're gonna look it up. Okay, well, thanks for telling me.
Up for you. You're welcome.
Well, you told me look it up, and then this is what I have to deal with.
He made his first appearance in Chapter 7, Season 1.
Chapter 7. Yeah, that's at the end.
He was in Season 1. That's
yeah. He was in. You were telling me he was there the whole time.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, but he didn't come. You didn't know about him until Chapter 7. Which was literally one of the last episodes.
You haven't watched it?
Yeah, it was the second to last episode.
It's because the first couple episodes were filler, dude. That's why.
Yeah, please.
Season 1 had so much filler.
All right. Anyway, well, he's got it. I mean, there's got to be a bigger enemy, though, because now they are trying to make that Moff Gideon, there is a bigger enemy because they had that meeting. So
Thrawn.
Moff Gideon's, he's Braun?
Thrawn. Grand Admiral Thrawn. Yeah.
Thrawn.
Thrawn.
There's that guy, and he's got to be the bigger, it's kind of like if you think of the Avengers and all these. The Avengers 1, with Loki. Loki, was seen that he was kind of charging this whole army and bringing in all these creatures. You had no idea where they were coming from. And so your focus is on Loki, and then Loki's gone, and then there's a bigger enemy out there. And that's going to start this whole dilemma of getting the Mandalorians back into the life, back in the breathing life, back in the Mandalorians with Bo-Katan, and she's going.
I don't know. Lewis is really set on Bo-Katan dying. I mean, I could see it. I see both sides. I could see where she could die. I could see it.
I'm not saying you can't. Yeah, I'm not saying
you can't.
It can't be.
I don't know. I'm more of, and as you guys will see through the podcast, I don't personally. For me, I don't know about Regan. I don't like killing people off all too much unless it's like a big main character. Not a huge fan.
Why is that?
I don't know. I don't know. Like if you kill off, like, guys, Bo isn't dying because no one can die in Star Wars anymore. Yeah,
it's true.
It's true. Just like Marvel.
Yeah, you can't. No one can die now, and we can.
No,
everyone can live life.
I would have preferred, like, let's say, like when we went to go see Ant-Man and Quantumania.
Yeah.
Like I just wanted somebody, like someone should have died. I don't care who it is at that point, but like it, like when the one guy died and he was exploded, the guy who had the beam eye or whatever. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep, I think so.
Like I didn't really care all too much. Like it was like, whatever. But if Ant-Man dies, like I'm just like, let's go. Like we actually feel something, you know, like there's actually like meaning behind the kill, not.
Yeah, I get that. There is a lot more meaning. I think everybody wanted somebody to die in Ant-Man and the Wasp. Here, there's just so much more life in it that I think. I don't know.
Oh, IG-11. Oh my gosh, we didn't even talk about IG-11.
Oh gosh, dude.
Dude, I called it. I freaking
you did not
called
call
it.
anything.
Yes, I did.
No, you did not.
Yes, I did.
Everyone, go back to the episode.
Go back a couple episodes.
There's no way you called that.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I told you that he was coming back alive. I told you.
He was not coming. That is not IG-11.
It's
That's
IG-12.
Baby Yoda or Grogu.
It's IG-12. But I knew he was coming
Grogu
back.
basically manning a robot.
I knew he was coming
Grogu.
back. I knew he was coming back.
It's not IG-11, guys.
It is IG-12. I know it is. I know it's changed.
It's a robot.
I freaking called it.
It's technically Grogu.
It is technically Grogu, but I called it already. You said there's no way they could repair it. People don't have that thing anymore.
Riley Leathers doesn't know. He wasn't even watching our show by then.
Yeah, that guy hadn't been watching.
That guy hadn't even been watching the show. He freaking knows it. I don't know.
I know I called it. I remember saying he's going to come back as a pivotal point in the show.
He's not a pivotal point.
Yes, he was. He protected Grogu. What are you talking about? He gave Grogu purpose. He gave him a fighting purpose in this episode. What are you talking about?
Grogu didn't even fight.
It gave him a fighting purpose, a protective purpose. Yes, it did. If he needed to fight, he had a machine to do it.
You think Grogu couldn't fight without that? Without that machine, he wouldn't be able to fight?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
You're lying. He
hasn't done it in any other episode.
From every season, he's been fighting without a robot.
He's shown a glimpse of his powers. That's it.
And you think because he's in a robot now, he can now has full range of everything? In this season, he literally beat a little child.
No. Don't put words in my mouth. I don't put words in my mouth. I didn't say he could finally do anything, but now it gives him a protective purpose, a fighting purpose. Yes.
A fighting purpose?
Yes, he's got protection now. He's not going out in the battlefield.
Literally
man.
vulnerable. That you could see his face through
He's
his
not
heart.
as vulnerable. No, he's not.
Yes, at least in it
It's
when he was in his little
IG-12, man.
bubble.
It's friggin' IG-12. You know nothing about this friggin' episode.
That's true. I didn't call that. That was Doc that was a mystery. Nobody knew that was coming. What a freaking joke that was, man. The things that they come up with. I don't know. It's true. Like they come up with the crazy stuff. They come up with such crazy things, dude.
That's funny.
Marty. Oh yeah. Jeez. And with Lizzo and Jack Black too. Like, I mean, Jack Black's already an actor, so he's already good. But
he's
Lizzo,
big time.
yeah, Lizzo. Why Lizzo? Out of anybody you could choose, why Lizzo?
I don't know. It's your great grandfather. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Jon Favreau has done a really good job at casting people ever since he got into directing. So it's like maybe he has a purpose, maybe he doesn't have a purpose. Maybe he was looking for just a goofy character. I don't know. Like, overall, I don't think she ruined the episode by any means. She just didn't add value to the
She didn't
episode.
really. I guess. I mean, she was in there a little bit. I don't know. I guess maybe
She wasn't
I was
in there
too
enough to
stuck
make
on.
a big.
She wasn't in there for very long, but when she was in there, it was just. I want move to the next scene, please. I don't want to see this. I'll watch
Please.
Jack Black, but I don't know. Now I just think about Peaches every time I see Jack.
Peaches.
Peaches. I don't know. Yeah.
Ah!
I don't know. Yeah, I don't think
good, man.
IG. I don't know. And then that the Empire has now been basically taking over the old Mandalorian world and creating their armor and creating like these basically their own Mandalorians in a sense. I don't know. What did you think about that? I guess is my question.
Say that again.
With the Empire taking over
Uh-huh.
the Mandalorian world and them making their own, basically creating their own Mandalorians.
Who's the goof and who's the goober? That's for you to find out. It's for
You
to
decide.
choose. You decide.
And Lewis, it's up to you. That's your decision.
Mm-hmm.
Any one of us. All right.
We don't
But
put
what did you
stigmas
think
on
about
each
that?
other. Look, I think my thing is how did they not know that they were doing that? Does that make sense? Like, how did they not know that they were creating a base there?
Well, people are being told that this place is uninhabitable.
But
And
with
then
the technology that's out there, how do they not know that somebody's building?
Well, how would that? I mean, this is the same thing with the Death Star. How could somebody not know that they're building a Death Star that's literally the size of a planet?
That's the logic that I'm not a fan of. Yeah. So, like, I agree with you. Like,
you think, Matthew? You think in Star Wars they just have all the technology in the whole wide world? There's nothing that they can't think of, and that they can't
Mandalorians
do.
still live there. Yeah. Thank you, real Alex. Mandalorians still live there. There was a whole group that didn't even leave the planet.
Hey man, hey Alex.
How did they not know?
I don't care what you say. Shut your friggin' mouth.
It's like, I don't know. It'd be like if I walked into your
Left
house.
is Goober. Thanks.
Left is Goober. Who's the left? Me or
I think
you?
I am. I think so.
When do we talk about
Oh,
Christianity?
wait, no, that's
we already
you.
did that in the pre-show.
Yeah,
We talked about that in the pre-show.
100%.
Actually,
We did.
Our whole pre-show was about
The whole
Christianity.
pre-show was about Christianity.
um
Fun
the
fact.
Trinity, beliefs, forgiveness, all that stuff.
All the fun stuff.
So yeah, show up to the pre-show and we talk about that stuff. We talk about just random stuff on there.
We talk about everything here,
Um,
dude. I mean, if you got
On par with your
Lou
pickleball
is got
You're
on par with your pickleball skills.
Yeah, he is so trashed.
And and the thing is with Alex, I know I'm way better than pickleball than him. That's so. Thank you.
Yeah,
That's
how
a
do you know
compliment.
that?
But I ain't leaving.
We are kindred spirits.
That's a good Jewish. The Jewish. If I don't know, that's a prone and cool. I don't know. I like that. I mean, I know so many Jewish people, and they're very solid and have good morals, and I think it's a good religion, and it derives from Christianity. I mean, it doesn't derive. Christianity derives from Jewish, but I mean, we have similarities,
It's just about what you do.
Well,
I
mean, we could talk about that, but
maybe another time.
that's that. Yeah, I mean, how devoted, how of a Jew are you then? I mean, that's my questions, because I think, because I've been reading, I guess, some of the Old Testament. I've been trying to go.
Not really at all. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So I mean, I don't know if we want to get into that. I mean, we could get into it. Matthew, it's your show. My bad. It's your show.
I would just say let's pause for now. Show up to our next Monday or next Sunday for our pre-show.
I like Star Wars.
And then we'll talk about it.
Yeah, let's do that. We could talk about that. That's a good topic about different religions.
Yeah.
I like that.
Not because I don't want to talk about it, but it's
we could be talking about that all.
We could be talking about it all night.
All night. Matthew and I have some hot takes. You know what I mean? Oh, let's go!
Takes.
Minnesota Wild's up 1-0.
Oh, hockey.
Yeah, dude.
Horrible.
It's the
Horrible
playoffs.
sport. Freaking hate that sport.
Respect. Thanks, Lou. Is my guy.
So, okay. So that's kind of,
back into Star Wars.
I guess, back into the old Starskis. I think this season's, if we do kill Bo-Katan, and we bring General or Admiral Thrawn in,
yep.
I do think that Ahsoka is going to play a big role. Ahsoka is going to play a big role for the Mandalorian, personally, moving forward. If Thrawn's going to be a big piece in the Mandalorian as well. So I'm really, really excited about that. I'd love to see another collab of Ahsoka and the Mandalorian. Personally, like that episode, that was a top tier episode. When we first saw Ahsoka.
Where was that?
Season 2, episode season 2 for sure. Ahsoka.
Oh yeah, I think it was in season 1. That's who I thought it was. I'm really bad. Season 1, episode 3 is.
No, chapter 13. Chapter 13, the Jedi.
Oh wait, yeah, you're right.
Yep.
I thought it was an episode season 1.
But yeah, I think Thrawn's gonna play.
Well, she's getting her own TV series.
Yeah, that's where I think there's gonna be a collab, though.
I mean, they're already collaborating everything together with Boba Fett, horrible TV series.
I want them to do that, like with like how they've been doing it with Marvel. I want to see Ahsoka with a prequel level fighting choreography. Oh yeah, for sure, 1,000%, 1,000%. None of this slow fighting.
Well, it's
Darth
like,
Vader versus Obi-Wan.
Oh, gosh. It's like I mean, like when we saw Mandalorian handling the Darksaber, everyone hated it, but I mean, when we were questioning about why he was so slow at the beginning, and we had to remind ourselves that the reason why he was so slow is because he wasn't clear of mind, and that's the dark saber. I don't know. It gets heavier when you don't have a clear of mind. When you're kind of questioning yourself, and so nobody really liked it when Din like was just Din Djarin, whatever. I mean, it's just Din, but whatever you want to. I mean, Din. Nobody liked it when he was handling that saber. Everybody loved it when Bo was carrying it because she was clear of mind and she could actually use it in a very efficient way, and literally was BA the whole time. I loved it. So
she's just a BA character, though.
She is, and she definitely. I don't know. I don't know about what's going to happen with her. She could die, but my hope is this next season, and everyone's got their own opinions. But I think she's going to be king. I mean, if my question then is okay, I think she's going to be king. But my question then, if you think that she's going to die, is Din going to then take over as the king of Mandalore because he was the last to yield? Or
well, technically, so I guess from the logic of Mandalore is that if she has the dark saber, if Moff Gideon kills Bo-Katan, then Moff Gideon then is now the rightful heir with the dark saber,
right?
And then Mando Din kills Moff Gideon, then Din is now the ruler of Mandalore. I think is what it is.
I get what Lou is.
He is a reluctant leader. That is true. He does bring up a good point. I actually, you know what?
I don't think anyone has ever seen him as a leader, and no one's. I don't know.
I could see it. I could totally see it. Honestly, I mean, he's like a sea bass, dude. He's like sea bass. Imagine sea bass. He only leads in the moment, in when like dire specific situations happen, but he doesn't choose it.
And then this will start. Then I mean, whatever happens, this is going to start the war on throne, and then they'll have to increase their numbers. Obviously, yes, because this is going to be a huge war. Because now it might start up.
Oh, guys, don't talk about Game of Thrones around Regan. Regan doesn't like Game of Thrones.
Who's talking about Game of Thrones?
Oh, if you look at the YouTube chat, you'll see that they're talking about Game of Thrones. So, yeah.
No, he said.
But yeah,
Regan
happened? Doesn't like Game of Thrones. So, like, he won't get that reference because he just.
I kind of don't like seeing brothers and sisters doing it all the time. So that's probably,
it doesn't sound like you got.
I'm not like I don't like that
clear
kind
heart
of stuff. I mean, you guys can do like your own thing.
Sounds like you get off to it. No, but I do think I actually agree with that. Now that logic kind of puts into play, like that totally could happen. I could totally see that. Din could absolutely be the leader of Mandalore for sure. He just doesn't want to, right? He doesn't want to be a leader. He really doesn't. And you could totally see that, dude. But like when it's time to jump into action, that guy jumps in both feet, pretty much. Like name a time where he's been like running away from a fight.
I mean, not really. He doesn't really run away. He takes it head on. But I mean, that's the thing with Bo-Katan, though, and I can see the perspective of going with killing off Bo and then making the Mando king, because they've been really pushing on Bo this whole season, and you're really kind of more. You have a string attached to her now, and if Moff Gideon kills her, but the thing is, how does he kill her? Like he has to kill her in hand-to-hand combat. Basically,
I don't know. They got to set that. Dude, I'm actually really excited about this.
I mean, the reason why Din was able to destroy and basically get the Darksaber is because he had that spear thingy that was able to withstand the the Darksaber, and basically he was able to defend himself off with that material. But she doesn't really have that, does she? I mean, she's just got that the shoulder plate, but that's it. That she lost, though, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm excited.
And then that's when Grogu becomes a Mandalorian too.
Oh, for sure. He's gonna be a Mandalorian.
100%.
For sure.
100%. Everybody knows that.
I'm curious what happens in the future though, like when he gets older, right? Like they obviously they got to kill off Din. Din's probably not going to be alive when he's old enough to be able to, I mean, really run around, right? Where he is right now, he's not really moving very very fast. You know, and he ages differently than Grogu does, obviously.
Right.
I'm curious how they're gonna do that. Like maybe kill him off, trade him over to somebody else.
They
I don't know.
gotta. What if Grogu becomes king of the Mandos? What if that happens? Not obviously not this season, but in
At some point?
seasons to come. Yes, because
I could see it.
Grogu will be the only. I mean, Grogu's basically going to be like Yoda and be this old thing that lives.
Geezer.
Yeah, that outlives everybody, and this very wise person. So then, why not? And that he could. I mean, he's a gunslinger. Just think about this. Okay, imagine in your head, you see this little guy walking down this hall. All right, you see this guy walking down this hall. There's a little green guy. Okay, and in this situation, there's, I don't know, let's say 1,000 stormtroopers, lots of them. Anyways,
Okay.
and it's just this one green guy, and all of a sudden he lifts up his hand, and 1,000 blasters raise up and are pointed right at all the stormtroopers, and they're just floating there. And the green guy's just got his hands up here, and he does one of these. Oh, and then all the guns shoot and kill all the stormtroopers, just like that. All because he has the Force and is able to control his Force in such a magnificent way, like Yoda. He can simultaneously.
You are such a freaking idiot. That is not even close.
Do stormtroopers
settle it once and for all? Do stormtroopers have good or bad aim? What were we talking about when we were talking about stormtrooper aim? Remember?
Weren't we talking about? No, I don't think you were talking. I think you were going to go with when the Bo and all the other Mandalorians got away, and if what's his face got away with them and left a hole. If the stormtroopers left him, they would have been fine because their aim they wouldn't have been able to hit him. I thought you were going to go with that, but you said
no,
the
it's
shooting
true, actually though. That actually is so true.
You said
but those
they
weren't
could just shoot the
stormtroopers,
thing.
though.
Yes, they were stormtroopers, just with a different
With
armor.
jetpacks. Yeah, I
Jetpacks,
don't know.
basically Mandalorian armors.
Only stormtroopers have such accuracy with the blaster.
Yeah, have you ever shot a blaster? Jeez, those things are so hard.
So to answer your question, they're really bad at aiming. Horrible. Horrible.
Yeah, 100%.
You could literally run down a hallway and not get hit. That's the crazy thing. That's the crazy thing.
Wow, that's just stormtrooper talk, dude. Freaking stormtrooper talk.
Cap? Oh, you think it's Cap? Okay. I don't know.
I don't know what that means.
Obi-Wan Episode 4.
Is that what you're watching right now?
That's what he said.
Well,
Obi-Wan
let me put it
Episode
on
4.
right now.
I'm from the original movie.
Please.
In the original movie.
He wishes he was in the original movie.
Sure. Jeez. What was I gonna say? Oh,
I don't.
yeah. So I was gonna say, I think that's kind of it for our Star Wars talk. Unless you had anything else you wanted to talk about, I think we covered the episode pretty good.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Overall, I give it this episode. I'm giving it a 4.5 out of 6. I thought it was 4.5 out of 5. I'm not on a 6-point scale rating. I give it a 4.5 out of 5. I thought it was really, really good. Definitely would go watch it again. I'm excited for the season finale coming up, so we'll definitely have to talk about that. We will talk about that next week, actually, along with Super Mario Bros. Check out my theory. Where is it?
100%. His theory
Let me know
about
what you think.
Bo.
It will convince you. Where is it though? Post a link in the
Pretty
in the
Reddit or something
in the
like
chat.
that. I don't know if you can post links in the chat. I don't know. Probably just like Reddit. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh.
Reddit's got
Okay.
all the things on the thingies about the thingies and all the thingies
About this stuff.
and the
and the
stuff
things.
thingies, all that thingies.
All of those stuffs things.
Yeah, I would. For me, I think my rating on this whole episode was
Your
probably
link destroys my Stormtrooper argument.
yeah.
I would love to read it. Now, if your link tells me about like, oh, this like they're freaking they're Jedi, so it slows down, so they miss a lot of stuff. Like, whatever, get out of here. I'm talking about when they're shooting like Han Solo or Princess Leia in Episode 4 and 5.
Princess Leia is
everything.
a Jedi. How dare you?
Okay, sorry. She
Golly.
she has Jedi blood, but
The
she
Force
wasn't
is
a Jedi
with
at the
her.
time.
The Force is with her. And guess what? The Force is all around us. Do you know
How
anything?
could she
Do you
have the
know
Force if
anything
she
about the
doesn't
Force?
accept the
Oh.
Force? Huh?
The Force has always been there, and it's always been with her. It's not the beginning.
All I'm saying is that she literally doesn't accept the Force, so why would she take the Force?
That's gross, dude. Why would you say that? This is so gross.
What do you mean?
Dude, that's Princess Leia, dude.
They wanted to lead them to their base. Unta tuta solo? Unta tutu solo.
Yeah, I
They
mean, for
wanted
me,
to
I
lead
think
them to their base. Look, I agree with you on that, but literally the only time I've ever seen a successful stormtrooper just land shots left and right is Order 66.
when they wanted to.
Did you find
You
the theory?
think so?
Did you
What
find it?
if this whole Star Wars, okay, the whole universe and the Empire are leading us into something? They want to keep everyone alive for a reason, and they're trained to shoot horribly, okay, to miss their shots unless they know exactly what's happening.
Oh my gosh, your entire post is like a school paper. Holy
Whose?
Lewis. I just posted his Reddit post. It's literally a
gosh.
school paper with proof, everything.
Wait, Lewis actually wrote it?
He actually wrote that, yeah.
No way.
Mando season 3 finale theory.
Let's go.
Okay, let's just take a look at it. Let's take a look at it.
You share your screen?
Yeah. Let's take a look. You guys see that? What do you guys see?
There
You
it
guys
is.
see the whole screen?
Man, it's season 3.
Blue Bags 150,000. It does have 150,000 views. 115 upvotes, 30 for that. Let's take a look here.
Yeah,
okay,
we're looking right
Mandalorian
now.
season 3 final finale theory. Who is the Mandalorian about?
I don't know if we'll
Introduction.
be able to read the whole thing. I mean, if you want to, it's your show.
I'll read the
It's
whole
your-
thing or read
yeah.
part of it. So the season
Well,
employed strategic
I'll read it.
misdirect to keep viewers and engage in plots and unexpected twists and turns, and this theory will explore.
Lou is
She's gonna
Lou
die.
is
Sample.
got is my guy coming in on here. Oh, my
Oh,
I can't
I called
read it.
this a couple. I read this, or I said this a couple weeks ago. IG-11's return. Told you.
IG-11 is it's not
I
IG-11.
told you.
First off,
He put it in his freaking he put it in his freaking review. You know what? Thank you so much, Lou Bags. You make me right. I called it. I freaking called that. I knew he was coming back. I knew it. Spies. Can you a reference to the Bible? People need to stop reading it.
do you think? No, they can't do that. Do you think they'll time travel sometime in Star Wars?
Oh, please don't.
Do you think that's the
Please
possibility
don't.
that they might take in
Please
the Star Wars
don't.
universe?
They better not. Unless it's okay. The only way I would accept time travel is if it's a Sith-driven TV show, and that's something that they may use to help with the Sith and building the story of that. But I would be more willing to see like visions of the past, not necessarily going back in time. Personally, I don't think that would be in Ahsoka 100%. You think time travel is going to be in there?
So, like, I think there's one part in this whole season with Mandalorian that I keep going back to, and I'm just trying to figure out what was the point. And it was when Grogu and Jin were in their speeder going, speed, the hitting light speed, and Grogu looks over, or the Mando was sleeping, and Grogu looks over, and there's like these little whales, basically.
Hold up, Lewis. How many times did you watch Episode 7? I would love to know. You probably watched this like 6 or 7 times, just based off of looking at this. Literally looking at this. He's even got Lucasfilm and Disney's business strategy. You've only watched it twice. There's no way. The second time you went.
There's a way.
You went real slow. You're smart. Lucasfilm and Disney's business strategy. Balancing fan appeal and new demographics is a significant concern for Lucasfilm and Disney. And Din becoming Mandalorian could satisfy both groups. Everybody loves Pedro Pascal right now. Lots of other diverse shows coming out down.
Well, this is my question, Matthew. What do you think? Like going back to hang on, my dog.
Roxy,
lay down. Hey, Roxy, lay down. Sorry. My question is like going back to those whale type creatures. There's got to be a reason why they showed that. They haven't addressed that at all this season. They haven't talked about it, and there's a point to it.
I'm going to be
100%.
looking at this a little bit later. Off the show, I'm going to take a look at it.
Bad boy.
What I did read though, like, oh my gosh, you have a lot in here.
So much info.
Yeah, I'm really
excited.
excited.
Send me that link, Matt. I want to read.
Yeah,
that
I posted
too.
it in the YouTube, but I'll send it to you directly.
Oh, okay.
Sending it over. Yeah, I'm really excited. Okay, over under. I mean, Ezra Miller. Not Ezra Miller. Oh my gosh. Ezra Bridger, not Ezra Miller. I was like, Ezra Miller's not it. Ezra Miller's not the one. Ezra Bridger is definitely going to be in Ahsoka for sure, 100%, 1000%. Over under, they bring in Ezra at the end of Mandalorian though.
So
last episode.
So
this is more of a Lewis question, but
yeah,
100% he comes in Ahsoka. Do you think there's a chance that they show up, even Ahsoka or Ezra Miller jumping in at this last episode, or no? I don't think so, but you would dream. 1%, yeah, exactly.
You think Ezra Miller is going to be
Ezra Bridger?
Oh, I thought you said Ezra Miller. I was
No,
like,
I'm sorry.
Why are we
No.
bringing in Ezra Miller in this? I was like, no
Ezra
way.
Bridger.
Like, he's the Flash, man.
Whatever. Mando versus Ezra, Mando, Ahsoka, etc. Yep, exactly. I don't know. They could bring in Ezra at the end. Not very high, but that'd be pretty cool. It'd be cool to see a Jedi in this last episode too, just in general.
Well, they already kind of had that Jedi from what episode? Kind of going through Order 66.
Oh,
with,
yeah. Jar Jar Binks. What's his name?
Yeah.
The guy. I feel like Charlie Kelly is the mailroom looking for Pepe Sylvia. I could see it.
Yeah.
I could totally see it.
Totally see it.
I could totally see it. Okay, well, we're going in circles here, but it's always sunny in Philadelphia, baby. Baby. That's going to conclude our episode for today. We've already been going for a pretty long time, but actually, if you take out 45 minutes, we've only been going for like 2 hours.
I mean, we did go have a 45-minute pre-show.
A really long pre-show. So,
right.
Not too bad. Last final shout-out for us and our social media. We're doing a giveaway, ladies and gentlemen. If you have made it to the end of the podcast, we want to say thank you. It very much, it's very appreciative.
And shout out to Lewis got 13 Lewis. I'm sorry.
Big shout out to Real Alex Bomb 12 as well for engaging.
And Wowie
Sports, my brother. Thanks for engaging with us, guys. It's fun. It's fun when we have people who talk to us. But if you guys came, you finished the episode, leave a like, leave a comment. It doesn't really do too much for a small channel like us, but it's cool to see.
Some growth.
See some likes, see some comments, see some stuff like that. But no, you didn't take over. You're good. It was fun to engage with people. So if go to our Instagram, follow us, comment, like on our posts, and then you'll be entered in for the giveaway as well. Once we hit 100 followers on Instagram, we will be replicating similar giveaways throughout all of our social media. So if we hit 100 on Facebook, if we hit 100 on YouTube, or if we hit 100 on Twitter, we're going to replicate that stuff. So go ahead and just follow us all on our social media. If you're listening from Spotify, Google Podcast, Apple Podcasts, I think that's all of them, right?
Google. We're on Google.
Google, Spotify, Apple.
Spotify.
I think that's it.
I think we're on pretty much
everything.
All the major ones. Ones.
Leave a comment, leave a review, so that way we know you listen. It would just be really, really, we would really appreciate it. But off my soapbox, it was a pleasure hanging out with you guys. Until next time, we'll see you next week. Peace.
Thanks for listening to the Double G Show. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at The Goof and Goober Show. And why don't you check out our Instagram page at The Goof and Goober Show for even more content and drop a follow. Thanks again, and have a wonderful day.